Alright, YouTube and Bethesda community. So today, guys, I want to talk to you about Elder Scrolls Online, just kind of to tell you my thoughts on it. It's not really a review or anything, because I'm not that far into it. It wouldn't even be right to review the game. But I just want to tell you what I think about it, because there's so much negativity towards the game. And I bought it the other day, as you guys know, and I've been kind of talking about it on Twitter since I got it, really. It's a really good game, honestly. I got it for cheap. It was like $30 at Walmart. That's the main reason I got it, is because how cheap it was. And it's an MMO RPG. So I knew for $30 I'd definitely get my money's worth, like, easily. And I already feel like I have just the past few days. And I'm still even learning the game, to be honest. But I don't know what the negativity is about it. It's a really good game. It's like another Elder Scrolls game. It's no different than, Oblivion, Skyrim, all that shit. It's completely, you can play it a solo game if you want to. Like, you don't have to run around and play with your friends if you don't want to. I've pretty much been solo the whole time. But you can make a guild and shit like that, which I've been talking about a lot on Twitter. You can make a guild, you can have your friends join, you can group up, you can do dungeons, you can fight other players. There's PvP and everything. It's a really good game. But what I like about it is, like, it feels like a solo Elder Scrolls game. Like, I'm running around the world doing my own thing, because everybody's like the chosen one or some shit like that. Like, it has a single player storyline, and you'll be like. What I love about the game is it feels like a regular Elder Scrolls game. I'm running around this huge world, doing my own thing. I'm running through like this cave, this old dwarven ruin, and then I walk around the corner and there's just another player there fighting the same guys I'm fighting and shit. And you'll be out in this like open world and you'll run around, killing things, and you'll just see other players run around on their mounts. Like the mounts you can get in the game, there's like bears and fucking like wolves and camels and all kinds of cool shit you can ride. And of course horses, but yeah, like you'll just see other players around the world, and they can run, like if you're fighting anybody, like if you're just fighting like a regular just NPC, they can run up and help you if they want to. They can run up and start killing this thing. So a lot of times you'll be, questing, and somebody will be on the same quest you are, so they're kind of walking side by side with you, but they can fight the same like boss you're fighting and shit like that and help you. It's really, really cool. But I haven't even delved into the multiplayer, like I said. I've kind of been fucking around with the guilds a little bit, just to try, I don't know entirely what they can do. Like, I know that we have, like, a guild bank where we can, like, kind of share items. Like, I can store things in the guild bank. They can, I think some players, depending on what you rank them as in your guild, can take some of the items and use them and things. So it's really, really cool the way you can, like, share items and money. Because you can deposit gold in there, too, if you want to. So that's really cool. The one of the negative things I have about the game is the inventory. Actually, speaking of the bank and everything, is like your character, when you start the game, can only carry 60 items. And yes, I mean 60 items. And what that is like there's no carry weight in the game compared to the other, like Skyrim or something. There's not a carry weight. What it is, you can carry 60 different items. You can carry as many as you want of one item. Like you can have 60 of an item, and that still only counts as like one item. So that's kind of cool the way it works. But they got rid of like carry weight and things, which is kind of understandable. It's a little bit easier to manage. It'd probably be hard to manage everybody's carry weight, because they have thousands and thousands, if not millions, of players playing at one time. So dropping carry weight is kind of cool. It took me a while to figure it out, though. I didn't really understand it. You have like blacksmithing, you have clothing you can make, you can make wooden items like bows and maple shields, things like that. So they have a lot of crafting things. You can be cooking, you have alchemy, you have enchanting. So it really is like playing, almost like playing like Skyrim or something. I'm not sure about Oblivion if they had all that shit. But it like I said, it feels like a solo experience. But you're seeing other players around the world and they can help you and shit. And it's so fucking cool. And the world's pretty fucking big. Like, I've been playing the past few days, and I kind of just recently realized that I'm in, like, one, like, area. There's, like, different, like, I don't know, countries or whatever you want to call them. There's, like, different areas, and you can, like, you walk to the bottom of your map, and if there's, like, a walkway you can go through, it'll take you to, like, the next area. And I zoomed out really far on the map, and it's fucking huge. A lot of the areas, it look like were DLC areas, like the Dark Brotherhood stuff, which is fine. That's whatever. But the world itself, like, I've been playing the past few days in one fucking area. I didn't realize that there was so much more to explore. So the world is fucking huge, which is awesome. That's a huge benefit to me, because I've said it before in like previous videos. Like, I play a lot of the Bethesda games for exploring. Don't really care too much about the story. This game, speaking of the story, isn't that interesting. I skim through a lot of the questing. Like, whenever somebody's talking to me, I just keep, tapping A and get through it just to get the quest and get started. A lot of it is fetch quests. Now, that is a negative thing, too. They don't really seem to have a whole lot of in-depth stories. A lot of it, you'll talk to, like, an NPC, you'll find them out in the overworld, which the overworld is, I just mean, like, the regular world, as you're running around exploring. You'll find an NPC that has a quest, and then those have you go to like an area not too far from there usually, and you have to like kill some enemies or collect these items and bring it back to them. So there's a lot of that, but there is a more in-depth quest where you actually have to go to like Oblivion and all kinds of crazy stuff. But the questing is pretty cool, I guess. The rewards are decent, I guess. It is a little hard to level up. Like, I've been playing, the past few days. I played during the beta, and my character I made during or not the beta, they had like a trial thing you could do for a weekend. My character carried over, which was cool. I've been playing the past few days, and I've only, like, grinding pretty hard the past few days. I'm only, like, level 12. And I see people that are, like, level, 400 and shit. So, you can level up pretty fucking high. It does take a long time to level, but the main thing is questing. You get experience and things for killing enemies, of course, but you want to do quests. Quests is where you get you'll get, like, 1,000 experience at a time and shit. It only takes, like, 10,000 or so to level up, 10 or 11,000. So, the point of the video, guys, is that I think to me, it's not that bad. I don't understand. I didn't grow up playing MMORPGs, and if you did, maybe this game isn't as good as ones you've played, like World of Warcraft or something, because it's not as in-depth as World of Warcraft. But the game's not that old. They're making it better as they go. But if you haven't really played MMORPGs, but you wanted to, this is a good option. It's only, like I said, it was only $30 for me, and it's enough for me. Like, I have a blast, like I said, just running around and seeing other players and us, like, grouping up and going and, like, killing shit. It's just fun, guys. I recommend trying it out. I think a lot of people who are negative about the game haven't even fucking played it. They just kind of follow the hype train of everybody who hates on the game, so they hate on it too. I'd recommend checking it out. And if you want to join my my guild on here, I need more players anyway. I need up to like 50 to be able to access the stores and stuff. You can just add me on Xbox. My gamer tag is X-DashingDavidX. The D on Dashing is capitalized, and the first D on David is capitalized. All one word. I'll throw it on screen so that you can see what it looks like. Or you can comment your gamer tag below. I am on Xbox One, so if you're not on Xbox One, we can't join. But I need your gamer tag to be able to add you to the guild. I got to be able to like search your name and stuff. But if you guys want to join, just do that. Later.